So one more time. We are right now dollar Canadian. We are at the visible monthly, weekly support. Green suggests a daily trend line, and we have yellow intraday trend line. So we have like multiple support here. So if you are okay with your monthly profit, then you can try to leverage your profit with small risk, and I will go for it. I would go with long here. Dollar cut, right? Let me show you. Actually, I'm long. Oops, sorry. I'm long twice. I got like double. I took. Oops, sorry. Let me show you. Also have some small Aussie, but as you can see, I have two small dollar Canadian long position, 111.04, 110.85. With one, I'm gonna to try to make it as an intraday trade, and with the second, I will try to hold it slightly longer based on this daily and weekly possibilities. Of course, I'm going to make a review late Friday if I would like to stay longer with that trade. Okay. Now, so we are okay with American dollar versus Canadian dollar. Next, we had strong rejection in US yesterday. So at the same time, we saw some supply coming into the DAX. But anyway, the final target, 9,500, has been reached. But as I mentioned, the final leg up was without me. I missed the opportunity to go long for the final leg up to the upside. And now, as we discussed before, I'm waiting as this falling trend line. Previously we discussed it slightly above 9,600. Now looks like my selling point is going slightly lower, so let's give them a few more days to reach that level, 9,630, let's say. But I'm still waiting, and as I mentioned a few times already, patient will pay one day. So let's wait for a really nice opportunity, because then maybe we'll see nice move to the downside. So maybe in April we will try to push slightly higher toward the resistance, and closer to the May, sell in May and go away, we will be able to take this mid to long-term short position on DAX. Let's see what's going to happen within that period of time. Intraday, okay, so it's based on yesterday action, some two visible swings low, then we move down, we broke to the downside the trend line, and continuation up. So let's see on the intraday basis, right? Still some space, the daily, some space to the resistance. Okay. Yeah, still intraday around 9,550. So we missed by few points yesterday. But looks like the traders took this one into consideration. Okay, that's why we had this pullback. Okay. But because of this strong move and still we have some distance to go to the upside, I would be very careful with intraday shorts on DAX because we can turn around immediately. Looks like DAX is strong right now. My private explanation is this potential China new stimulus package. And the second thing, growing expectation in regards to ECB move, in regards to quantitative easing, right? So those two things are pushing DAX higher in my opinion. So I would like to avoid selling right now. I would like to avoid selling intraday. Okay? Now, yesterday, I published this intraday idea. Hopefully, guys, I didn't get any confirmation. Of course, you don't have to write to me every time you follow some ideas. Just one moment. Oh, looks like chart has been blocked. Guys, just 1 second. Let me restart the platform. Sorry about that. Yeah, it should be better right now. I'm watching euro dollar because we are approaching very important level, but let me show you what the it looks like I can't. Just 1 second, guys. Oh, holy maloney. What happened? I can't put the currency pair to the chart. One more time. Sorry guys, I have to restart it because we need to have something to work with. Let's try our luck again, and it doesn't work. Okay. So we have to do this differently. Okay. Okay. In regards to Aussie Kiwi, do you remember yesterday you can find it on our website? I published it before the move happened, right? So intraday we had this kind of the move. At that time it was 2 swing lows. We broke down and I was waiting for move higher toward the visible resistance on a higher time frame, daily, right? And look guys, what happened today. So hopefully you are able to take it. I took it, but I left for a night with target 106.75. Now we are even lower. So hopefully you were able to take it, and you took the profit from this trade. Okay, it's one of my best day trading strategy. I mentioned a few times, with this broken intraday trend line, then still waiting for a push for the prices to go higher towards the resistance on a higher time frame. So it was so nice with Aussie Kiwi yesterday, right? Okay. Now, because they mixed me up, mixed my head, whatever, on euro dollar. 2 days ago I was negative, yesterday I was neutral to slightly bullish, and today I don't know with euro dollar. Guys, plenty of speculation in regards to ECB, but one more time, to be perfectly clear. Last bull stands around 37.40 and I'm still with it. What does it mean? I mentioned a few times, at this particular time try to sell higher, and yesterday I mentioned that now I'm looking to sell around 39.20. Okay, unfortunately 38 10.20 was the max yesterday, still figure higher. Okay, I'm going to watch definitely 37.40. Definitely. Intraday, if we are going to make some lower, some higher low, I'm gonna join the party to the upside. If we are going straight below 137, I would like to see, it's a daily, so we have to close below 37. So tomorrow, I would like to see if this is a real breakdown or simply we are going straight back. Of course, if I'm going to see one way move to the downside today, I'm not gonna join the party to the upside, right? I'm going to join the party only if we are going to have any hesitation around 37.40 and some sign of strength at that level intraday, some sign of strength then. If I'm going to see the Niagara Falls, then I'm gonna leave it. And then I'm gonna watch what's going to happen tomorrow. If we are going to get back to that level, lower high, then I'm going to sell, and 35 is my target. Or today is going to be the false breakout, and tomorrow we are going to move higher again. Let's switch to weekly. And on the weekly, we still, based on the trend line, it still looks good. Still looks good. Yeah, so still his support zone, trend line is in bull's favor. 20 weekly moving average, we are still above. So that's why they are mixing me up my head every day. And to be honest with you, but still 37.40 for me based on daily right now. Let's see what's going to happen there. Okay. Canadian trying to bounce back. Okay, so euro dollar waiting for 37.40. Now British pound. Bulls were trying to. We have retail sales within the next hour. Intraday, finally, we managed to take out the resistance. There was few nice. First, we started right here, right, with the long position. Then there was two nice possibilities to try to sell. If you tried third time, then most probably you were stop out. But one or two times is really enough, especially if it's an intraday level. So we tested first time, so we took out some selling orders. Then we tested second time, we took out some selling orders. So during the third approach, most probably there was no selling orders at all. Now, what should be the next step with British pound? Let's get back first to weekly. Still we hold this last support here, and we, as I mentioned on the beginning of the week, and we are above 20 weekly moving average, but daily, yesterday we took out the intraday resistance and we hit another one based on daily. Finally we closed the day below 20 moving average. And as I mentioned, the move to the downside was strong, maybe not sustained, so we saw the bounce. But based on the combination on daily of this 20 moving average and based on the intraday like 1 hour chart, again I'm gonna look to sell rallies, right? I'm going to wait for retail sales number, and I will try to sell rallies. We didn't touch this level yet, and here is the second. As I mentioned, below this to here and this resistance, right? I mentioned that this zone is empty. Look, they pushed prices higher easily after they took out the resistance, so pushed prices higher. But now we have this resistance here and this resistance here. Depends. If retail sales is going to be strong, most probably we are going to see one-way ticket towards the second resistance here. But if there is no continuation, I would look for selling opportunities within that area here. If we are going to see some kind of the neutral number, so maybe they will try to finally push to that area to take out yesterday's stops. So I would like to join the party here with tight stop. If we are going to see a weak number, most probably we are not going to be able to sell. We'll go straight down. But don't try to chase the prices if there is a weak number. Don't try to chase the prices somewhere here, let's say, or here with selling pound, because we are very close to the visible support, right? So it could be like BAM and pullback and then continuation. So no way for me to chase the prices, especially if we are very close to support. Okay. Okay, Canadian trying to bounce back here. Euro testing this strong support. Pound made a pullback to the broken resistance, now support, so some bounce here. Okay. And DAX within yesterday range as for now. As I cannot simply open the new, so let me open the new chart. Okay. Now my favorite. We were trying to analyze Japanese crosses yesterday, and within the majors, as I mentioned, I'm completely not sure what's going to happen. Again, rejection from the resistance on daily. We are below 20, we push the prices higher, we are lower, and we get back closer to the opening level here, right? So depends on the retail sales data. I'm gonna try to sell at 20 daily and visible resistance at shorter time frame. Okay, here is the 1 hour chart. We have this kind of the range. So maybe after retail sales we are going to see some stops hunting. So the range traders are going to be hurt, and I would like to see what's going to happen here or here, and here is the final move. So there's a few possibilities. If we are going to break to the upside this range, so maybe we'll make simply double move. So in that case, the best scenario is to sell around 171.30, but it's well above the 20 daily moving average. If they want to push the prices lower, so I would say we should watch those two levels, because the thing is that we can try to clean the stops of this range trading guys here to hit some visible resistance or selling zones, because we have a gap here on the hourly, right? So the orders, the selling orders were not filled for sure, and we never get back to that level, to that area. So maybe we are going to clean the stops here, pushing to the selling zone, and then bam, completely opposite. Again, I don't want to trade the breakdowns immediately. So if we are going to make the break to the downside, I would like to see some pullback and then eventually join the pairing. But in regards to the pound yen, I do prefer to sell Rileys, and it's clear explanation. We are within the uptrend still. We have some kind of the consolidation right now, and we are in a visible uptrend, right? And for the last few days here we are consolidating. So let's see what's going to happen. I do prefer selling Rileys here on the pound yen. But with pound we have to wait next 15 minutes to see what's going to happen after the data announcement. Next, I have to open the chart again. We were trying to buy, and good that we missed or that we canceled the order. We were trying to buy yesterday, there was some kind of the European consolidation and we moved higher. Then we were looking to buy on a slight pullback at 102.38, right? So means that we were waiting for the offer side to be at that level, and it never happened. So then we send out the cancellation. And as the cancellation has been sent, as we saw that there is some hesitation, there was no power to push it above the last resistance with the pullback and continuation. So that was the reason, right? And then bam, we took out the opposite important level and we get back during the Tokyo session to the range. So ugly action here. And the visible support holds, strong rejection, bump to the upside, right? And with this dollar yen, again, I would like to see what's going to happen after the US GDP today, after the jobless claims. So let's see what's going to happen. Right now, I can't see anything for me interesting for me. And similar to pound yen, there's nothing going on last few days. Maybe now I'll be able. No. And the next is Euro JPY. And here we are trying to make a breakdown on daily. And we are still within this hesitation area right now. And here we have demand zone. Right, we start the last move, we took out these resistances from here. So for sure, and it looks like a visible support as well. We had some demand here as well. We have something around 37 and final one of 35.30. But also, what I mentioned a few times already, we have this lower swing high. So test of 137 cannot be ruled out, right? And looks like it's, if we want to compare Euro JPY, Dollar JPY, Pound JPY, looks like Euro is the weakest right now. So if you want to trade, my favorite is Pound Yen right now, but if you want to trade intraday, I would go with Euro Yen. So how we can intraday, how we can try to join? this move. Looks like the green is daily, and let's put yellow intraday, and we are right now at support. And again, looks like we want to make a breakdown of this consolidation here. So move to the downside, to this support, pull back and maybe join the party if we have any hesitation here, right? Looks like the best action happened during the Tokyo session, but we can't trade 24 hours a day. So let's see what's going to happen here. Around current levels. There is still, look, there is still some demand, right? At least bulls trying to hold the support. Let's see what's going to happen here. And bear in mind that euro is testing the incredible strong support at 37.40. So we can see some false break here, and if euro will bounce back from 37.40 strongly again, so we can easily see the upper range 142. Yes, that's how the end of the month, end of the quarter trading looks like. Okay. That could be some kind of the false breakout here as well. On euro dollar. So let's take a look on the euro Swiss and dollar Swiss. Yes, simply we failed, and when we saw that we failed, we decided to cut the losses much higher than our stop. Look, our stop would, yeah, there was no way to avoid the stop out, to be stopping out, or stop out, oh, sorry. Anyway, so we decided to cut the losses here, and we never get closer to resistance around 22.50, 70. Simply we failed here, and we are again around 22. There was nice move yesterday. We moved out from here. We had some demand zone. Was not enough. We get back under the visible support, some demand zone, but look. Compare those black candles with those white, right? So even we hit smart demand zone below the visible support, right? So the bounce is so poor. So selling pressure extremely strong. So we were wrong with this momentum. Maybe not wrong, but the overall bulls were weaker than we thought. And that's it. Dollar franc. We are waiting with the order to buy. On this move down on Euro Swiss franc, we send the cancellation. We send out the cancellation, but yesterday within this pullback, the order could get the execution, activation, and today we will have 26, 27 pips. But anyway, another time looks like there is a still strong supply. Still strong supply. So I'm not sure if I'm not going to switch into the neutral or slightly bearish and try to maybe intraday sell something. Otherwise, I would like to see move to the upside, pullback continuation, right? So here is not clear, and as I mentioned yesterday, that's one of the reasons we are trying to buy dollar Swiss was the move on Euro Swiss above 122. Right now we are get back below 122. So simply I'm going to switch to Euro dollar, and maybe I'm going to skip dollar Swiss franc at all for now. Okay. Some wild action today is possible as well. If someone wants to make the settlement before the end of the month, end of the quarter, they have to do with the currency on spot. They have to do today, because mostly currency have T+2. So today, then Friday, Monday, 31st, and they're done, right? So be really careful. That's why today and tomorrow and Monday I'm going to focus on majors. But with Aussie Kiwi yesterday, with this intraday call, I couldn't simply resist. There was so nice, right? Intraday broken trend line, then visible resistance on daily. So, and guys, look, that's why it's so important to use first stops and then proper money management. Look, New Zealandian. What happened? Our stops were somewhere here. And most probably not only ours. Look at the move to the upside. So strong move to the upside. We have some resistance around here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see much higher prices. Based on only on not macro. I'm more guy who are watching the price action than the following the fundamentals. Of course, I have to know what's going on macro, but simply based on this combination, move above the resistance. So if we are going to hold at the end of the month above this resistance line here, we can easily go higher from here. But the strange thing, and we have to quickly adopt, is that we had strong move to the downside on the stocks. But usually within that situation, when the stocks is going down strongly, usually the commodity currencies were following the stock, but now completely opposite, right? So it's telling us something, that's something's going on. Maybe simply that's the end of the quarter, end of the month flow and nothing else, or someone's is on the wrong side somewhere. I don't know. So maybe the bears on the stock yesterday are wrong, or maybe the bulls on the commodity currencies are wrong. I don't know. But in the situation we are going longer down on the stocks, or in the situation we are going much higher on the commodity currencies, I would say that if it's not end of the month, end of the quarter flow, if it's something different, then something has to give up. Someone's is wrong somewhere. I don't know. We will see in the future. I would say that we are going to see some action on British pound after retail sales number, and then we should see some volatility during the US, especially after the numbers, and then late, most probably I'm going to be in a bed at that time, but we have CPI number from Japan. So be careful if you want to trade yen, and you are sleeping during the Tokyo time. So just make Japanese yen trade as an intraday or on intraday basis. Don't stay with the position overnight. There could be some volatility on the yen. So let's try to summarize today. So first, pound. Okay, we took out the resistance finally, and as I mentioned, there was a gap, so we pushed the prices easily higher toward the, but not exactly toward the next resistance. We stopped earlier on this consolidation, but we have some resistance here, here, and finally here. So if we are going to see strong number, I would like to leave it for a while to see where they want to settle, and then I'm going to watch 66.50. If there is some kind of the neutral, I would like to see some action to the upside, see some stop staking and lower high, and I'm going to join the party. Okay. Similar with pound yen, where I would like to try to trade British pound yen from the short side, but I would like to sell rallies. Okay. Now euro is weakening, but still above strong support. So intraday, I would like to see higher low hesitation, and I'm going to join to the upside. If we are going straight like this below the 37, let's say here is the support. If we are going to have something like this strong below support, I'm not gonna do anything. I would like to see the action tomorrow. And in that case, maybe there will be, if we are going to move strong to the downside on euro dollar, maybe there are going to be the chance to join the move to the downside with euro JPY, for example. Okay. Otherwise, both euro dollar, euro JPY are close to some supports, especially euro dollar close to the very strong demand zone. And finally, Canadian. There is two possibilities to try to join. Intraday, I would rather wait. Actually, as I showed you already, I'm both strategies, long dollar Canadian. The first one, I would say intraday, I would wait for a move above 111, pullback, holds, if you are not long yet, right? So maybe this type. And based on the daily and weekly, if you are okay with your profit, or if you are okay overall in March and you can take some small risk, then based on the daily and weekly, definitely I would go for long. There is a nice potential to the upside still. Of course, I'm going, as it's a strategy, the second long is based on a weekly and daily, so I'm going to make a review later today and late Friday because of the weekly chart to see if I still want to be long, right? Okay. Next week we are not going to have a live trading room as such, as it's a new month, so most probably when this flow mix will come to the end, so most probably I have to check the calendar. We have to discuss it within the team, but most probably around the mid of the week we are going to have the whole day trading marathon, right? We are going to update the website around the weekend. So again, we will try to make some live trades for around 8 hours. Of course, if we are going to make 150 pips within first hour, so then we can go for a beer. Joking. So yes, we are going to have for sure trading marathon next week, so we are not going to have live trading rooms. I'm going to have some one-on-one trainings next week as well, so I'm going to send some kind of proposal in regards to the hours. I'm going to send out later today or tomorrow. In regards to, because few last 3 or 4, I don't know, live trading rooms are not published on our website. It's because of some technical glitch. The guys are trying to do all the best, and we are going to put all of them to have the base, right? So that's it for today. Be careful. If you are okay with your month and you would like to avoid the wild, ugly action, then leave the Canadian versus USD as well. Enjoy your free time. Take the breath. If you want to trade, be careful. Try to focus on majors. We saw the really ugly action yesterday. Most probably today we are going to see some mixing flow as well. And it's the easiest way to be stopped out. right? Easiest way to lose some money. And if you are in the market and you not feel right, you think that maybe you took the trade incorrectly and you are still within some distance to your stop, just simply cut it earlier. Cut it earlier. There's nothing to do with this type of deposition. When you are not sure if you are right or not, just cut it immediately, right? And this type of action is going to pay in a long distance, within the long-term investment. Guys, thank you very much. Be careful. We have some UK numbers. I'm going to watch definitely, and I'm going to take the action only if we see some action to the upside first with British pound. So then I'm going to update the website, and that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Happy trading. See you again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.